New documents from the Oakland County Prosecutor shows no Oxford school personnel were offered any deals in return for testifying in the trials of James and Jennifer Crumbley. Those internal documents go back to 2022, and they're what's known as proffer agreements. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. These were deals between the prosecutor's office and the Oxford Dean of Students, Nicholas Ejack, and Oxford School's counselor, Shawn Hopkins. So what do these proffer agreements mean? We bring in Mara McDonald live, the Oakland County Prosecutor's office. Mara, start with what they definitively don't mean. That's really important, and that is immunity from prosecution.
That's right, Devin. These are not immunity deals. That is an entirely different ball of legal wax. These proffer agreements do something totally different, and McDonald has sent out the text of both of those, and I want to show you some of the verbiage that's being used here. It says that essentially the prosecutors want to talk to these guys because they could have been involved in something that has criminal implications for them. Prosecutors want to see how truthful they are and whether they're credible. And it adds that if they are indeed prosecuted, that the prosecutor's office would consider or take into consideration that they had talked to them and were truthful. And then in the very next paragraph, it says no favorable treatment, no deals, and absolutely no immunity from prosecution. So that's what the proffers are. It is not an immunity deal.
Sure. Well, Mara, did Karen McDonald have an obligation to disclose these agreements with Ejack and Hopkins in court?
You know, Kimberly, I think that depends on who you ask, but I talked to an attorney tonight whose legal acumen I really respect, okay? And he puts it to you this way. There's a line, and on one side of the line, you have to disclose. If you're a prosecutor who has got a witness up there testifying who you've given a deal to, immunity, a lighter sentence, you name it, you gotta tell. Well, he says that Karen McDonald didn't do that. So she's on the other side of that line, but she's really close to the line, and the line is mighty thin.
Well, and Mara, she was kind of ambiguous during her news conference after the James Crumbley verdict when she was asked about potential charges against anybody at the school. She's been clarifying that, right?
Yep, she clarified it tonight definitively, Devin. She said there will be no criminal charges against school personnel. She says her office has determined that the evidence doesn't support it. Now, clearly, there are a whole lot of parents in Oxford who feel very differently. That's why they're going to court to get the school district's governmental immunity from prosecution set aside. So no criminal charges, but could there potentially be a civil trial? Maybe.
So, Mara, we had reported that James Crumbley made threats toward the prosecutor while he was in jail, but we don't know what they were or when they were made. Is there any clarification on that tonight?
Well, Kimberly, sources have told us that those jailhouse threats made on the phone, some were from last year, some were from earlier this year. And, you know, he's savaging Karen McDonald and saying horrible things. Now, she tonight is not delineating exactly what he said about her. However, this is pretty interesting. She says she's going to put, essentially what was said in his pre-trial sentencing report or pre-sentencing report, because she thinks, and these are her words, that it shows a lack of remorse on his part and the judge ought to see it before sentencing happens. And Kimberly, Devin, before we go tonight, I want to share one more thing with you. These proffers agreements were made on January 5th of 2022. And Oxford parents who have seen these tonight, I've gotten some texts. Karen McDonald may have thought by sending all this out tonight that she is clearing the air and showing it in black and white. And that may well be. But a lot of these parents, their reaction has been utter disgust, because if you think about the timeline, that's about a month after the shooting. That day they were going over to high school to get their children's things, and from their perspective, they think these two are up here, their words, not mine, trying to save their skins. We're live in Pontiac. Back to you.
Very interesting. Okay, Mara, we appreciate it.